Hello, Internet. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the Cable Trash Cast. I'm your host, Occult Tooner, and tonight I have guest MadSpacey. Introduce yourself, Space.
Hello.
Hey, yeah. So tonight we got Spacey, Pell, and Foil, and we're gonna talk about at least the first season of Bluey, and just that. So before we start that, we'll just we'll go around, introduce ourselves to Foil. You can go first.
Okay, I'm a Royal Foil and I'm an artist. I have an Instagram, a DeviantArt, Newgrounds, Redbubble, all that stuff. And you should totally check it out, perhaps.
The Blue Sky, OnlyFans,
Probably.
Project Z, Amino.
Oh my god.
Project Z. Oh no.
Pale.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Pale. You can follow me at the Aquatic Bunny or at the Aquatic Goth. I'm cooking something soon, so I guess stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Yeah. And Spacey. Anything you want to promote?
Hello, it's Spacey here. So, you can follow me at that Blue Bird app at Space Studio 13.
I'll put the links out down in the description. And I'm just your host, Occult Tooner. You can find me on the Twitter and Instagram and Tumblr and Newgrounds at Occult Tooner. And also buy my magazine, the A2K City magazine, available now on itch.io. Something. Subscribe, like, and subscribe.
Please support your artists.
Support your indie artists.
Yes, please. I'm hungry. I'm dying.
All right. Well, so I guess we just go right into it. The first topic: how do you find out about Bluey? The Pale. You can go first.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember. I think I just heard about it, probably online. I'm like, what is this? This the little blue dog. Oh, I remember now. I think I remember seeing a mug where I used to work at, and I was like, what's this cute little blue dog? Bluey. And it was like, here comes the grandma. And I'm like, what's that? That's how
Here comes the abuelita.
that's how I found out about it. I was like, oh, it's a kid show.
Okay.
That was
you were gonna say more?
Oh no, I mean eventually I did watch it, but that was maybe like a year after. I was like, what is yeah. And I was like, oh, it's so cute, it's so wholesome.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess I'll go to me. I think my first interaction with Bluey is when y'all were watching it on the Discord server. Because other than that, maybe some memes on Twitter about Bluey and people obsessing over the dad character from Bluey.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why.
But other than that, the only reason I even saw it was just for this podcast. All right, next person, Spacey. How did you find out about Bluey?
Oh, I found Bluey through Twitter by some clips people were praising about it, but then I got into it when I saw like a clip on TikTok of some mom crying how they enjoy the episode and made them cry. And I was like, wow, is it that emotional? So I was like checking it out and it was like, wow, this is emotional.
Wow, this changed my life.
It did change my life. It's really wholesome. I'm waiting for Disney Plus to put more episodes out.
I'm so waiting for Disney Plus to put more Miraculous out.
Same, bestie, same.
We all hate that show.
I love and hate that.
I love hating that show.
I just hate that show. So
Anything else? Anything else to add, Spacey?
Not really. I think that's all I know about how I found them.
Okay. And Foil.
okay, so the first time I saw something about Bluey was, well, she's 6 years old now, but it was my younger cousin. And at first I kind of just read it off like it's just one of those weird like YouTube kids cartoons or something like that, like
A Coco Melon.
Coco Melon,
Peppa
those
Pig.
weird Squid Games, Friday Night Funkin', surgery videos or whatever.
Elsa and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Elsa's.
And then like probably either like last year or something like that, there was this video I saw on YouTube probably talking about like Bluey's parents being relatable or something. Like, this show is pretty chill, And it doesn't have like that weird stereotype where it's like the dad's lazy and doesn't care about his kids, It was just nice to see that.
He's a wholesome father.
Yeah. Even though his kids like they like to torture him, like he's still a good father.
Reminds me. I know he's a good father because my most recent memory of that is the Chinese takeout delivery episode.
Oh, that episode.
Where the kids were just being horribly a nuisance to the dad, and he did not flip out against them at all. Now that's a father.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my day, you would just get smacked for acting out like that.
Yeah. But yeah, at this point, it's basically like, if it happens to be on TV, then I just probably just watch it if I'm in the mood for it. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. All right. And the second topic. What is your favorite episode/episodes? So,
oh man, I gotta pull that up.
Oil. You can go first.
Yeah, I gotta think about it. On the top of my head, my personal favorite ones would probably be like the bike episode, where it was like Blue was having trouble riding that bike.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bluey and Bandit were sitting there watching the other kids and they were failing. And then like they got the courage to try to do whatever they were doing over again. And it pretty much taught Bluey that, you can't just give up, you gotta practice, and then you just gotta keep at it until you finally reach your goal.
You have to just keep searching for the One Piece, Bluey. You just have to.
Yeah. And what else? It was that one teacher. I forgot, it was like Clipsico or something like that. And she's like the most wholesome. I mean, I know like the entire show is pretty much wholesome, but it's like she's really perfect. It's like she takes her time to pay attention to each kid, and she encourages them to try to help each other out. And I mean, that was a pretty nice episode overall. You got the camping episode, like that made me sad for real.
Oh.
But
don't talk about the camping episode. That made me cry. That's like one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the moment because it's just that good, But the bottom line is that it pretty much, I'm sure we all had a moment at some point where it had to happen at some point. But those are probably like the few episodes that I can really think of on the top of my head.
Sad Bluey hours.
No.
All right. Then Spacey, your favorite episodes or episode?
Ooh, to think about my favorite episode in season 1. Well, I would say I enjoy the Creek episode. It's when the kids are bored going from playing around the playground, so Bandit decides to take them on to a backbush adventure. And they just go in like the bushes, and then they find like the creek.
Bushlands.
Yeah. There was this moment where a wallaby, I think that's what it's called, Bluey finds one and then enjoyed seeing it, and it's like really great seeing that one scene.
I haven't gotten to that part. It's like I'm surprised a wallaby isn't sentient.
Yeah, a lot of animals are not sentient. Like, I don't know if cats are supposed to be sentient, but I don't know. They are cartoon characters in their universe.
Like, we'll go with Disney rules. It's just both. They're sentient and non-sentient.
Yeah, Goof and Pluto.
Yeah, my other episode I like was the Yoga Bowl episode. It basically teaches that sometimes you have to use your big voice to tell like when you don't enjoy doing something.
Oh.
Yeah, like Bandit played too rough with Bingo, and she couldn't tell him that, oh, I'm not comfortable playing this rough. So Chili's like, oh, you have to use your big bark.
You gotta use your big girl bark.
Yeah.
You know your father is a oh wait, I can't swear.
You can probably bleep it out in post.
Yeah, but that requires me to pay attention when editing.
Oh, right. True.
But continue on, Spacey.
Yeah, and after that episode, it's gonna be real sad. Bluey Hours, the copycat episode. It starts out with Bluey copying Bandit the whole time, but it kind of stops the game when they find like a baby bird hurt.
Oh, don't remind me that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, they're going out of the game, and then it's like Bluey couldn't help out this bird, and then it just died. They really teach kids how to deal with death and stuff like that. I'm like, wow. And just in the first season too.
Sad Bluey hours.
Yeah. And what was that one episode that got controversy? Oh yeah, the fairies episode. If for some reason it was considered a controversial episode because they let the kids make a mess and not get consequences about it. But it basically, the only reason they did that was because Bandit raised his voice towards Bingo, and he felt bad about it. So they just let her like have this one day to like mess around and play fairies, where they pretend to be possessed by a fairy, and they just play around and mock around.
They're finally fairies. They can fly now.
I mean, it kind of did miss with the lesson at the end because they did show a fairy coming out somewhere, and I was like, oh, so do fairies really exist, or was that just Bingo's imagination right there?
No, they definitely exist.
Yeah, I think that's all the favorite episodes I have for season 1. I mean, there's more in season 2, but season 1 only.
No, we gotta keep it short.
This podcast is almost over.
We can extend it. We'll talk about every Bluey character. Deep dive.
Oh no.
Okay, so I guess I'll go to me. Is favorite episodes or episode is, I think they're more or less all of them are pretty good in quality. I don't think I necessarily was disappointed in any episode from what I've seen in season 1. But my favorites are usually the ones that they're just a bit different, like the Blue Mountain episode, where they pretend they're a family with smiley faces drawn on their paws. Uh, I like that one. I like the different angles they use just to show off one spot. So I think that was a very creative choice on what they did. The Calypso episode is pretty good. Just seeing the kids do whatever they want in the classroom.
Yes.
And then somehow it all connects at the end. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think the one the fair where Bluey gets $5 to spend.
Oh, the market.
The market one, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. One fun
Oh.
fact is that in the Americas, it got censored with that one horsey.
That one horsey.
Oh, yeah, we should probably
because they
cover that.
couldn't pay for the horse, and they were like, "Oh, we might as well just go to another spot." When they were saying goodbye, the horse just pooped in front of them, and they just blurred that out.
Yeah, we should probably do something like that in the future. Like just talk about the censorship.
Yes.
I gotta do research on it.
I mean, there's a lot, but there's more in like other seasons that happen for censorship.
Because Australia isn't as soft as the US of A.
True.
True.
And I think the last one I can remember is the barbecue episode.
Oh.
Oh, is no way gonna compliment the salad?
Is someone gonna compliment the salad? So much work put into it. Yeah, those are like the ones I like the most. Oh, and the one that Foyle said, the bike one.
Yeah.
I like the inspirational message of that. We'll go to Pale.
All right. So some of them you already said. I'm like, dang it. Some of my favorite ones are like the bingo center ones because I'm like, I relate a lot to her. Like, you gotta use your big girl voice in the yoga ball episode, and I'm like, no, she's just like me. It's like scary to like stand up and like be like, no, not that. And there's the seesaw episode, the one with Pom Pom, the little puff ball, like they're trying to I guess seesaw or whatever it's called. And she has to like get up there and she can't do it, and like they encourage her, and it's like really cute and wholesome.
Aw.
There's like the sleepover episode with forgot her name. I think Muffins, was it?
Yeah, her name's
Or-
Muffin.
She misses her nap time and she gets all cranky and loud, and it's like hilarious and cute. It's just it's a very little kid moment.
Coconuts have water in them.
They do. Yeah. And then it's like, and then the other ones y'all already mentioned, like the camping episode. There's like markets or like yeah. I already said the ones I also like. But most of the ones I like are the bingo center ones. So I'm like, I relate to her a lot more. She's a very off baby.
I keep forgetting the names. The Bingo's the young one. The
Yeah,
youngest.
she's the little orange baby.
Okay.
Little sister.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Bingo.
That song is still stuck in my head. I can't
Good.
get it out.
Good.
Let's see. And next topic. What is it about Bluey that seems to appeal to just about everyone? So, Phil, your thoughts on that?
It's like a very, it's a very, it's a show for kids. So and like it brings older people to like a time when they were younger, so they're like, oh, I remember when I did this, and it kind of like puts everyone together and like I'm not good with words.
Okay.
But yeah, like it just reminds you of a time when you were young and innocent and you're like just goofing off, playing games, just learning and being curious. Kind of brings that like memory back. It's just
Yeah.
like a very cute, wholesome.
We're all innocent, just innocent men.
Yes, that's all I got.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go to me, and it's just I think the biggest appeal for that Bluey does for this kid animation genre is not being complete garbage. Like
True.
a lot of the stuff is out because just like Coco Melon or I don't even know what is out. I know that's the most popular one.
Pig that speaks British.
Peppa Pig, British.
Baby Shark. I don't know.
Yeah, like compared to those shows, like Bluey is definitely what's like a good example.
It's a bro.
It
It's-
doesn't treat its like audience like they're brain dead. I don't know how
has some
to
brain
say it
cells.
nicely. Yeah, like empty headed.
Yeah.
you know, like,
I don't know. I don't know how else to put it nicely.
Bluey feels like a show that has actual thought put into it.
Right.
This is somewhat educational and entertaining at the same time, without being nonsense dribble, like dangling keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with Peppa Pig, the narrator always tells everything that's happening in the screen. Like you have to
Right.
let the audience know what's going on.
Let's see.
Like don't tell them, just let the visuals happen.
Just, yeah,
I don't need to have my hand held.
I
Or
know.
do
And
I?
you see Pell, they're jumping in muddy puddles, and they really like it.
I can see. Context clues.
It's like a Dora the Explorer kind of thing.
Even the
Do
queen
you
is
see
jumping
the
in muddy
slide?
puddles.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Rest in
Great.
peace, the queen.
Dang, bro.
Poor Peppa Pig Queen.
Ooh, whoa.
That's that, and then obviously the people who are a little bit too obsessive with the dad character and the mom character,
No.
and man. Also, the art style. I think the art style is really appealing. It really hits that general audience. It's simplistic enough to hit general audiences while having its own style that it doesn't become bland. It sticks out from other kids' show. Yeah, I think that's all I have. Move on to Spacey.
Well, the reason I enjoy it and I find it appealing is because, it's really relatable to every audience that you know. Like, the inspiration for it is, like, all those classic shows and also The Simpsons, which is also, like, one of those inspirations. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of great. It's really enjoyable to watch it, even for yourself.
Yeah.
But society doesn't let you watch preschool shows.
Society.
It can't stop me. I'm gonna watch it anyways.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I do like is that the creators do put a lot of thought about it. They even have like psychologists, kid psychologists telling like how kids act in like public areas and also how they play. So I
Yeah.
enjoy how they just put that element of them like playing around and making up games.
Ah,
Yeah, like you never know what Bluey always makes up a game all the time.
Bluey's just that creative, or is
Yeah.
she just a control freak?
I mean,
Yeah,
there was an episode where they did talk about it, but they were like, "Oh, you had to let yourself let other people have a turn in playing the game."
Yeah.
What was that episode? It wasn't season 1.
I know what you're talking about. It's like one of the
It was a
earlier
shop
ones.
episode. Yeah, the shop episode. They were telling Bluey like, "Oh, you never start the game. You always have to make it perfect." And it's like, sometimes stuff can't be perfect, so you have to not overthink the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is the shop episode? There was the Shadowlands episode where you almost got in a fight with that poodle. You can't just change the rules. You gotta play it this way.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom.
What else do I like about it? I mean, the art style is always great too. I mean, it's really great to practice on when you're drawing, which is why I have some Bluey sonas in my profile. If you ever see it, including some of y'all's.
Wink, wink.
Wink.
Nod.
I think that's all I have for why I like Bluey a lot.
Right. Foil.
Okay, so some of the points doesn't seem like it's insulting the audience intelligence, I guess, have been made. But also appreciate the fact that it's like one of those shows where pretty much everybody can enjoy and you don't really see that much hate for it, which is a good thing, especially since it's just a harmless preschool show. And it's the fact that most of these shows, it's kind of sad to see them it's kind of like with Owl House or something like that, where it's like serialized, so it doesn't really get that much airtime, and it's kind of fumbled. It's like it might take years for something to come out, or it seems like they mess up with the writing or something like that. And then with Bluey, you kind of don't really have to worry about that, and even though the characters progress, at the same time, it's like everything just seems very simple. So you can pretty much just chillax and just watch the show, and you can just watch any episode, and it's consistently good. Because it's like what Tooner said. There's not really an episode where it's like you're not really disappointed with it.
Yeah.
Also, I think what helps it a lot is the episodes are short. So
yeah, 7 minutes is enough.
It's 7 minutes, so you're not really investing a lot of time into watching this. You can watch on your time, just a few clips, and move on with your day.
Right.
Brighten my day with an episode of Bluey.
Yeah, you can pretty much just end your day off just watching a Bluey episode.
Yeah.
Won't cost you that much time.
It would have been a hit on Quibi if Quibi didn't suck.
That's if people have Quibi. I don't even have that channel when I was growing up.
Quibi's an app. You mean QB?
Oh, you talking about
Kubo?
Kubo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kubo and the Two Strings.
Who remembers Kubo? Kubo. Anything else for you?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Alright.
Podcast over.
The next topic is favorite characters. Foil. Who's your favorite characters?
Oh, man, I gotta think about this. Think. I mean, pretty much every character. There's not really a character that I really just don't like, and there's not really a character that I just. I I mean, like I said before, like maybe I guess Bandit, you know, he's a great father figure, and you really just love to see like you know father just playing around with his kids and all that.
Yeah.
Even if Tumblr or Twitter ruined them somewhat.
We don't talk about
We'll
that.
talk about that.
That doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
That didn't happen. That never happened.
Never happened.
Nope.
How about you, Spacey? Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Foil.
Oh no, you can go ahead. I can't really think of characters just off the top of my head.
Go, Spacey.
Favorite character? I think my favorite one will probably be Jack from this one episode that's in the later. I think it's in the later seasons, or maybe in this one. He appeared in the army episode for his first debut, and basically it tells about how he has ADHD. I'm like, wow, they really have like a kid in the episode for preschool that's really popular.
Oh yeah,
Topic. They don't really say it. They just say that he's not very like attentive and doesn't really, just pays attention. He just goes out and stuff. Because I think his design is really neat.
Yeah.
I think he's neat.
Yeah.
Anyone else, Spacey?
Ooh, what else? Bandit. We already know why.
Just Bandit.
He's dad material.
Bad
I also
daddy.
like, Chili. She's a really great mom. She really does. There is one episode where she worries about her dad not taking care of his health because she wants him to be alive. Because, sometimes parents do still need their parents around.
Who would want their spouse alive? A loving relationship? Impossible.
Can't say that.
Okay, I'll move on to myself. I think my favorite character is probably Bandit. The not only is he a good father, I think I like how he's a bit of a jerk. Well, not a jerk, like realistically smug ish. He'll just go off on his own or kind of be real with his kids once in a while. Like the Claw episode where he kind of wants to say that life sucks, but he knows they're just kids, so he has to make it fun and pretend he's a claw machine. Just to tell them like, oh, sometimes you're just not gonna get your way. The other than that, I think the other favorite character is the younger sister.
Bingo.
Bingo. She's so wide eye and wholesome. Yeah, that's all I got. So, Pell, your favorite characters?
All of them. Nah.
All of them. Every single one of them.
I mean, they're all great characters. They're all cute and quirky and wholesome, and they're loving parents. And I'm like, man, that's so cute. I want to be that. But my favorite is Bingo.
Bingo.
Just a little baby. She's a little precious being. I would say also up there is Pom Pom. She's just a little round ball puff. He's just trying her best. It's like, I can't do it. Yes, you can. You can do it.
It's just a puffball. Little puffball.
Just like me.
But all my homies hate judo.
I don't like judo. I don't really like her.
She made Bingo cry, so we all must hate her.
Oh yeah, was it butterflies?
Oh. Yeah.
Now
Okay.
really push down on the pom pom too. But you're small.
Leave her alone.
She's small. She's just a small being. Protect her.
Yes, I protect. Yeah, that's all. That's it.
I guess that's it. No more topics unless someone else wants to bring something up.
The pilot.
The pilot, I forgot to watch it. So, Spacey, you can go ahead and tell us your thoughts about it.
Well, there are two pilots out there. The one that they just rediscovered, which it was the base pilot, like the very first pilot they ever made. It basically just has like Bandit and Bluey going to the park, and he's just swinging the swing for her.
Huh.
And then Mackenzie and Rusty come along, and they were doing their little default dance that you see. in
Oh
the
my
beginning
god,
title.
that one's so great and cute.
And for some reason, it's because Bandits distracted him pushing it. He pushed too hard that it went 360, like the whole swing. And then I forgot what happened after that. Oh yeah, because it was going up there, being Bandit didn't see where she went, so he went towards it and then got hit by the swing.
Oh yeah.
that's the last day we saw Bandit.
And the second pilot is basically like a pilot version of the weekend episodes where they just like hang around in the weekend and play around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have it fully. The first time they just only had like a 1-minute clip, but now they found the whole episode.
Yeah.
That was on the Lost Media Wiki.
Yeah. I can't believe they actually found both of them in the same like year. It's crazy.
How was it lost in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe they found the hard drive that was in it.
A show this popular, I'm surprised they didn't keep a copy of it. More accessible.
Yeah.
Talking about the weekend, I do like the art style shift when they do a close up on the bug.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's very.
Why does a leaf have to walk?
It's a very storybook art style. Why does the leaf walk? Where does the leaf have to go? Anyone else want to bring something up?
Booty.
Oh, you can't say that.
I didn't say the other word. I said booty. Tushy. Tush.
Now I gotta censor
Tush,
that.
No, I said
He's
tush tush.
supposed to say bum.
I think that's worse. If you know, you know. If you speak Spanish, you know it.
Now I gotta censor everything. All of that.
Or a
No.
little bug on the wall.
Podcast over. Podcast deleted. Gotta censor everything.
No.
Stop.
I ruined it.
This used to be 2 hours long. I had to cut it down to 10 minutes. Yeah, end the podcast. So, any last words?
Can I go back to my studio, please? You have me kidnapped here.
To the studio? Never. You stay here. Everyone stays
I don't
here.
want to be in the sticky basement.
Everyone stays in the wall.
No.
And I wonder when the next podcast episode is going to be.
Ooh.
I don't know. Well, whenever I finish the other thing.
It is what it is.
It's a mystery.
Ya que sea.
But yeah, goodbye and good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.